Okay, it's on now?
Yeah,
it's recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, what's up guys? This is my first parkour filmmaking tutorial for you guys. You know, I'm normally a vlogger, so this is kind of a new experimental thing. This is actually what I wanted to do originally for my channel. These are my top 5 tips for improving your parkour videos, and there are more to come in the future. This tutorial is for people that are beginners and intermediate, or people that have been making parkour videos for a while. This just should be a good experience for everyone. So let's dive right into it. Number 1. So tip number 1. You guys are probably wondering what camera or what lens you want to use. Simply, I just recommend any DSLR with a wide angle lens. Right now I'm using a 10 to 18 millimeter. 90% of the time I shoot my video at 10 to 14 millimeters. So here's what it looks like with the wide angle lens. Here's what it looks like without. Okay, Austin, what if I don't have a DSLR camera per se? Well, I just highly recommend you guys use whatever cell phone you have, whatever point and shoot you guys have. And if you're using a cell phone, I just highly recommend getting a little wide angle adapter. And all you have to do is clip that directly onto your phone, and then boom, you're set to go. Okay, number 2, you guys are wondering. So a big thing would be framing. Now I'm only going to talk about this very briefly. There's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of resources online for you guys to look up to really understand what I'm talking about here. And that very simple thing would be the rule of thirds. So rule of thirds is these little grid lines that go across your camera that help you organize certain points of what you guys are shooting. Or it's basically there to help you frame your image nicely. So here's the shot following the rule of thirds, and here's the shot that totally isn't. Like I said, I can't really explain this very well. It just takes lots and lots of practice to really get a feel for it. So I just highly recommend you guys look up several tutorials online about the rule of thirds and different framing alternatives. Number 3, edit to music. This is a really simple one. You know, you could just take a bunch of clips and throw them next to each other and pile them on top of each other until you have an entire video. But if you edit to your music, if that's a choice you make to put music in your video, you can really fruitify what your video looks like. So here's a quick little example from Chan the Man, which was edited to music.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's start time.
Bada bing, bada boom, that's what we're looking for. So the next thing, okay, so number 4 is a pretty big one to me, and that is repetitive shots. So when it comes to tricks and stuff like that, you want to avoid shooting in the same exact spot over and over again. You know, you want to give your audience more variety, so shoot in more locations, but try to find ways to transition from one shot to another more seamlessly, instead of just chucking the same trick in the same spot over and over and over and over again. Just add more dynamic to your videos. Simple as that. Now, it does come down to personal preference. You guys can switch it up. Maybe you really on purpose want to show like somebody progressing, getting better and better at a trick. And that's good. I've done that before. So just keep it in mind. Just make sure you're not boring your audience with repetitiveness. Okay. And the last one I want to talk about is number 5. Show the personality of your athletes. This can be hard. Just at least maybe at the beginning shoot an intro where you guys can kind of see who your athlete's face is, that can really help your audience connect to who you're watching, and it can really help keep your audience together. So throwing shots of faces or introductory shots to new locations with your athlete can help transition from location to location. I'll talk a little bit more about that in the future. Those are my top 5 tips. I want to end this video by just talking about, or just mentioning a couple things. I am by no means like the best filmmaker or parkour filmmaker in the world. These are just a bunch of things that I see commonly that could help improve videos and help them be more interesting. And the bottom line here is, these are kind of rules, but rules are meant to be broken, and if you know what the rules are, you can break them properly. So everything I said, you know, if the video calls for it, you can just disregard everything I've said. You can just use more of a creative decision to decide what you put in your video, how you shoot it, and stuff like that, now that you know some new things. So, like I said, this is like my first tutorial for parkour videos that I've ever made. If you guys have questions, things like that, make sure to comment them. I hope this video helped you guys. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment all you want, and I hope you guys have a good day. See you next time. Oh yeah, and if you guys are new to this channel, I am also a vlogger, so you'll get to see like the daily lifestyle of what us parkour athletes do. Since this is my first tutorial, I'm more known as a vlogger, so I don't know, feel free to check those out, and stay tuned if you want to see more parkour tutorials. And for you guys that watch my channel already, tell me what you think about this video and if you guys want to see more of it. Anyways, peace out. Beam.